Hey guys, Grady's mom here. I wanted to share today a super easy recipe that is both kid-friendly and adult-friendly. And one great thing about this recipe is you can make the filling ahead of time and have the filling all ready to go in your fridge. And it's just a chicken quesadilla recipe. I am going to do the kid-friendly version, which is just chicken, cheese, and tortillas. If you wanted to do a more intricate version, you could add peppers, you could add onions, you could add chopped up, veggies of your choice. I've seen people do it with like mushrooms, like chopped up mushrooms. But to keep it kid friendly, for my son, who is a very picky eater, he just likes it with chicken, again, the cheddar cheese, and the tortilla. I personally like to dip my quesadillas in this taco sauce or sometimes salsa if I have salsa. So I'm just showing that for an option to dip if your kids like taco sauce, which I know a lot of kids do. So I want to show you first how I prep the chicken. You can use a rotisserie chicken, you can use leftover chicken from the night before. I just have this Trader Joe's chicken right here that I've been kind of using this week a couple times for salads or chicken wraps. But I'm going to show you how I just take this chicken meat and prep it to get it ready to make the quesadilla. And again, these are extremely kid-friendly and very easy. Okay guys, so I have my cutting board and my knife. Pretty much anybody, whether you're just a household cook or someone who loves to cook, you gotta invest in a good knife. I got this for Christmas a few years ago for my parents, and it's my favorite knife for prepping veggies or meat. So I'm gonna work in batches. I'm actually gonna do all of this meat, but I'm gonna work in batches. And all you do is you're gonna wanna start by chopping it up. I'm doing this one-handed to keep in mind, so you're just gonna chop it up in little pieces, all different directions so it gets nice and fine. And all I'm going to keep doing now, guys, is just working in batches, again, to get all of this meat. And I will show you the consistency of what shape or what size the meat should be before you cook it up. Okay, guys, so this is about the size that I like my chicken personally in the quesadillas. It's pretty small, but it's not super, super fine. But I like it in really small pieces like this, and I find my son will eat the meat if I cut it small like this. So again, I'm just going to keep working on the rest of the chicken. All this meat just came from, 3-4 strips. So it's a good way to stretch a buck as well by chopping it like this. And again, this could be prepped up just like this and stored in a Tupperware container or a baggie in your fridge to have it ready to go for easy lunches for your kids or for yourself. Okay guys, so I have all the chicken chopped up just like that. I just have it in a storage container with a lid. I have my 10-inch frying pan that I have preheating right now on almost high. And then I'm going to take some Trader Joe's canola oil spray. You can use any spray that you have. I'm just going to spray the bottom. And then I have my tortilla out. This is going to be for my son, so he only eats one. So for him, I would just put one on, and then I'm going to fold it over like that. So in the hot pan, I'm going to put the tortilla down, and it's nice and toasty. Now for an adult, I would put all the filling and then another tortilla on top. But again, my son will only eat one, and I'm obviously not going to make more than what he'll eat. So first, I'm going to start out with cheese because the cheese is our binder. So I'm going to go ahead and open this off camera because I only have one hand free, and then show you guys how I put the fillings on the hot tortilla. Okay, so you want to start with cheese, guys. And since I'm going to fold it, I'm only going to do 1/2, and you can hear that nice sizzle when the cheese gets on there. And you want to put the cheese down because that's going to be your binder. So now I'm going to put the chicken right on top of the cheese. Again, this is for a 3-year-old, so obviously if your kids are older, they will probably eat a whole one. But I know, everybody knows what their child eats and what they can't eat. So then I'm going to put more cheese on top because, again, the cheese is going to melt and create that binding. So you want everything to be all melty and cheesy. And I have found that if you cover things in cheese, kids are more likely to eat them. So now it's all on there. I'm going to grab a fork, and then I'm going to take this end and fold it right on top, and I'm going to use my fork to press it down and then move it to the center so it gets toasty really quick. So not only is this a super easy meal, it's extremely quick. It's actually quicker than making a grilled cheese. Take a spatula And I'm gonna flip it over, see how toasty that got, how quick? And my son likes it toasty like this. And that is it. So let me go ahead and plate it up and show you guys how melty it is inside. Okay, so it's nice and crispy, and the cheese is oozing out the sides, and my son, again, likes it really crispy like this. If your kids won't eat it really crispy, you obviously wouldn't leave it in the pan as long. And then for an older kid, you'd probably just want to do the same thing that I did, but you'd want to layer the whole tortilla and then just put another tortilla on top and then flip it over. And he likes it cut into triangles like this. So he's going to have this for lunch now. I'll probably try putting like a little taco sauce on the side of his plate to see if he will dip it. He does like ketchup, but I personally like the taco sauce. So I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy meal kind of idea for kids or for yourself. Actually, tonight we are having quesadillas for dinner, except the adult version, which is why I cut up all that chicken meat. I'm going to add some sweet peppers from our garden and some onions and just saute them up and then add that right to the meat and cheese mixture, and we'll probably have about a quesadilla and a half each. So the equivalent of 3 of these each. And then I'll make some Spanish rice on the side. So it can be a dinner idea, a lunch for yourself. But I find that my son and a lot of kids who are picky eaters like this because of the fact that it's covered in cheese. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thumbs up if you want to see more kid-friendly recipes that can also be made for adults. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.